So now, lastly, I would say this is the game of the week. A real rivalry that we have, a few of the rivalries that we have in the NFL is this matchup: the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs, against the Buffalo Bills. The intrigue about this is that this is Patrick Mahomes' first ever road playoff game. So these are teams that hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there's history with this. Last time that they faced off in the playoffs, you know what happened? The shootout between Allen and Mahomes. Now we move on. Maybe it might be snowing conditions. So Pedro, who do you think will win this matchup and face the Ravens in the AFC Championship?
All right. So, Alfredo, this is what I believe. I believe that Patrick Mahomes in a road game up there in the snowy tundra of New York is not gonna be able to take it home. This is the game that he's gonna be out of the playoffs. And the reason why that I say that, and I wouldn't have said this before if I didn't know that the Bills have been really working on their ground game. This is a game that in the past it would be a all game hero ball situation from Allen, and he would beat himself because it was every year, anytime that Allen had to go out there and and put the whole team on his back, it was a 50-50 chance when it was in the regular season. In the postseason, it's very like iffy because the thing is that these are better defenses and better teams overall. So you can't make mistakes. And a lot of times Allen would shoot himself in the foot with a mistake that he makes. And that's the reason why they lose. Now, if they were to be smart and say, you know what, let's stick to the ground game that we've been doing lately and has been working, and let that work for them, I think that they can win this game handily. But who is it that we're gonna see? Are we gonna see the hero ball, Allen coming out and trying to win the game, even though it's not needed? Because there are situations where in the past he's winning and he's throwing the ball for no reason. That's one of the reasons why Ken Dorsey's not there anymore.
Well, it's
But
interesting because go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, but I think this game is going to be a little. It's not going to be if they stick to the running game and they do what they're supposed to. I believe that they should go out and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be a 14-21 game.
Oh wow, so very low scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting because you mentioned how Josh Allen, and this is the big question: will Josh Allen be forced to play hero ball? And that's the big question that we will always have. Will that be the case? Well, I wanted to show you again in our Two Brothers All 22 film how potentially can Josh Allen cost the game. And here's the moment, and this is a perfect illustration of how he can cost it. This is when he decides to play hero ball. So look at this play here. This is right before. This is second quarter. Kansas City is up 14-0. So they're driving up being 14-0, but these are the play. Right after it, Josh Allen with his three receivers, nobody is open. What does he do? Starts running, interception. Now, if I stop this and let's take it back a few. Let's replay this again. What could Josh Allen do right now?
He at this point,
Yeah, yeah.
everything is covered.
Everything is covered, right?
If he could throw under and behind the yard line.
There's
He could go,
Kincaid here,
he could have gone
open.
to Kincaid open. He could go under right here to I can't see the player, but it's in the middle of the field. But then he would have to depend on that receiver to go up to be able to go up the field, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen with two defenders on. But Kincaid is open, but he didn't see him.
Yeah. So then you see he runs, he looks, and then he throws the interception. Again, let's show this replay again. Looks around, throws it, thinking he had an open receiver, interception.
Mm-hmm.
And things like this. And then we're going to look at this through another angle. Again, Kansas City was really defended it well. Also, there was a spy, so Allen couldn't run. But these are the moments. Just throw it away. Throw it away. You're up 14-0.
Mm-hmm.
These are the moments that just live for another down. And that can be a reason why Buffalo can lose. If Allen decides to play hero ball, then they're in trouble. Because Kansas City has the right defense. They're not like the Steelers this past week that had TJ Watt hurt. They'll make him pay for it. Now, what do I think is going to happen? I think the Buffalo Bills, when they changed offensive coordinator, they started running the ball. And that is the key. If Buffalo can run the ball, I think would be game over. But Kansas City has a strong front. My prediction will be that the experience, the championship experience of Mahomes will lead a victory for Kansas City at Buffalo in his first ever road playoff game. And Buffalo, again, will fall short in the AFC divisional round.
All right. That's a bold statement.
Yeah. So this is our prediction. Absolutely, Pedro. Anything you want to add?
No, not really. When it comes, I just want to say one thing. When it comes to I was gonna ask you if the game were to have been the next game over for Buffalo, if they would have won, would have been against Baltimore. The battle of the two, basically, one is a tank and one is a Ferrari. Lamar Jackson and Allen. And when it comes to those two quarterbacks, who would you rather have for your team?
Josh Allen, probably. If I'm given the choice.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Well, if Buffalo do end up victory, then this can be a discussion that we'll have, in the AFC Championship game. All right. Well, Pedro, it was a pleasure having you again. People, just subscribe to our channel, like this episode. Anything else? Any comments? We are free to open. We're free to discuss. Football is our passion, and we want passionate conversation. Pedro, have a good evening and enjoy your weekend watching the playoffs.
All right, Fredo, you too.
Okay. All right.